This is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on AM 1160, WCCS, and 101.1 FM. And our interview right now brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. It's been a while since we've had a chance to talk with Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium to see how they were doing. And we have on the line with us right now, I'm pulling up all the information right now. She is Jamie Szoszorek, the Vice President of External Relations at Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're glad to have you. So how have things been going? I know that whenever this whole coronavirus thing hit, I remember Todd, when he was in the chair, he would actually log on to the Pittsburgh Zoo PPG Aquarium Penguins cam, and he would actually do a little play-by-play of what the penguins were doing. And I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, it's been a popular virtual experience. You know, it's like everybody, we're experiencing a very unique year, and some of those virtual things have really stepped up to give people a little insight, especially if they're not as comfortable being out and about or they're not able. But we have cheetah cams, we have penguin cams, and other virtual classes and programs to kind of keep everybody involved, no matter what their abilities are when it comes to getting out right now.
So that those have been a popular option to keep the zoo front and center.
Absolutely. And that's, something important for us. We need to make sure people aren't, forgetting that we're out there and there's opportunities and all of the good that we're doing and trying to do for the animals in our care and wildlife in general.
Speaking of the animals in your care, how did they kind of handle not having people around for an extended period of time because of the shutdown?
Sure. Yeah, actually, when we first started coming back, with some of our non-essential staff, being able to get in the park. And then when we started bringing visitors in, they were beyond curious, very excited to see people, coming right up and kind of welcoming folks back. So it was actually a pretty unique experience there in June when we first started reopening a little bit. So that was pretty fun for them. They got a lot of attention from their keepers and vet care and all of our animal care staff throughout the whole, significant portion of the closure and the pandemic. So they had all of that attention and everything, but they were very, very excited to see us all return.
Mm-hmm. Talk about what has changed up there. Obviously, since you did reopen in June, there have been some adjustments as to how things are run at the zoo because of the fact that you're trying to keep things clean due to coronavirus and things like that. So what procedures are now in place to make sure that the guests experience the zoo in as safe a way as possible?
Yeah, we have all of our alerts. We do messaging on our loudspeaker system every half an hour, reminding folks of what those rules are and what those regulations are, just to make their experience safe and comfortable for them and for the other folks that are around them. Reminding them to wear their masks, wash hands frequently, all of the CDC regulations and guidelines. We also have signage throughout the park, and we limit the number of guests in per day. We haven't had any issues where we're getting to a point where we'll meet capacity according to Allegheny County's, health guidelines. But at the same time, we're always monitoring that just in the event that we do have an opportunity that we're going to, meet those figures. But it's a much quieter experience right now. Folks would encourage them to come out, and especially during the weekdays, a much quieter experience. There's not huge traffic like you may have seen in a typical summer month. But there is still, we are still open and welcoming our guests as much as we can.
And that's the thing. You're open year-round, so no matter when, you can come to the zoo.
Absolutely, yeah. And we're trying to pull out different experiences. We've done some drive-through events, evenings and on special occasions that have been very popular with folks. Again, it helps with individuals that might have immune deficiencies and aren't able to just come out and they feel much more comfortable, and it's a great experience for them. And it also helps. We're doing it for our upcoming Zoo on October 17, 18, and 24th and 25th. We're going to have a drive-through experience. That way, our gloved staff and sponsors are going to be handing out candy and masks and everything like that, making it a more comfortable experience for all of our visitors and a safe experience.
That was actually going to be my next question, if Zubu was going to be on, because that's been a long-running event at the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. So I guess all the employees are going to be gloved up and making sure that contact is limited whenever they're handing out the treats and things like that?
Absolutely. And, we can't do things like the haunted house for sure that
Yeah.
that we have had in the past. But we're doing other experiences where we're going to have, folks outside, doing fun, ghoulish little setups and dances, and with musicians and entertainment, throughout the park. And again, we're going to be providing that candy and giving people an opportunity to enjoy that, because a lot of communities we're seeing aren't going to be hosting that. So this is an opportunity to still have that experience, but feel safe, distanced, and comfortable while having that family time.
You're listening to Indiana in the Morning on WCCS. I'm Josh Whittison, and I'm here with Jamie Szoszorek, the Vice President of External Relations at Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. So I'm guessing, based on the success of how Zoo Boo will go, will probably determine other events that are coming up in the near future as well, maybe like the holiday events that you normally hold.
Yeah, we are. We're actually in the thick of planning our holiday lights experience as well. We're going to be launching that and announcing it very soon. So a little quick tease for you guys, but we're going to be doing a program like that will, again, be a drive-through experience so that people can feel safe and comfortable and have that, that family time and activity when a lot of things just aren't available to them right now.
All right. Let's talk about how difficult things were, because, as you said, you had to send essentially all the non-essential workers home, but the people who had to take care of the animals, they still had to take care of the animals there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face it, the food for the animals isn't cheap. But you guys,
it is not.
But you were running. I think I remember Todd saying through that Penguins Cam, there was a link to donate to a fundraiser to help out the zoo in these times. How did that fundraiser go?
We've had a lot. Social media has given us a lot of opportunity for those donate buttons when we're doing posts, and people have been very generous. And it's one of those, every little bit certainly counts and helps us. But no, it's not a property or an organization that you can just walk away from and shut the doors. This is we have animals in our care that we're passionate about and that deserve the best care under all circumstances. So we have medical care is very expensive for about 8,000 individual animals in our property. Food and some of these animals, they're not just eating hay and carrots. They're eating salmons. They're eating scallops and shrimp, and they have very, very high expensive diets.
Yeah, specialized diets.
Absolutely. So they're very expensive, and it can be challenging. But like I said, the community has come forward and helped us, and we're working with local foundations and trying to see if there's other opportunities there as well, and with the state and local authorities and helping us in any way that they can as well. But closing for 4 months and even reopening at a very limited level has been a significant challenge.
Right.
Like many small businesses, we're all going through the same thing. Everybody's just trying to get through day by day.
All right. Jamie, I know that a lot of people probably in Indiana, now that they know that the zoo is back open and they can go out there and see the animals once again, they'll probably want to know how they can get tickets. I'm assuming they can go to the Pittsburgh Zoo website and find out more information?
Absolutely. PittsburghZoo.org is our website. They can buy tickets online, or we do walk-up tickets as well. Like I said, we haven't been seeing anywhere close to our capacity, so we've been able to do it without time ticketing at this point. So welcome to walk up or order online in advance of your visit, and we'd love to have everybody come out.
Jamie, thank you very much. We're right up against the mark, but thanks again for joining us, and hopefully I'll see you at the zoo someday, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jamie. Jamie Szoszorek, the Vice President of External Relations for the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. Our interviews are presented by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people.